Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and this is Red Winter. The entire miniseries, except for the first issue, because I did a review of that from the Kickstarter, gosh, 2 years ago now, or something like that. It was crazy. It was a long time ago. So that's why the first issue is still in the bag. We're just going to take it and move it over here. So, thing number one, this is not the Kickstarter edition, obviously. This is from Scout Comics. You can see it says Scout Comics. And I'm going to try not to spoil too much of the story. I'm going to not talk too much about what's going on. Because I think if you're interested in this, you should go into it knowing as few of those facts as possible, I think is the right way to put it. So, the story is about this dude here. He's a former cop. His name is Winter. You see the title? They're in Moscow. Of course it's called Red Winter. Huh? That's an easy one. That's an easy one. Anybody can get that. Now, right off the bat, the quality of the books is generally pretty good. Things look good on the paper. The paper feels good in the hands. Even has, can you smell it? It still smells like fresh ink. At least when I first opened it. Now, having just said that, this issue number 2, you notice there's something funny here. I thought that was intentional, kind of like a hazy moon or something, but no, it just looks like my book was scuffed. That's all. Because there's no gloss right there. It's not like just a change in color. It's a change in coating. And this is the first I've picked it up. Well, okay. The second time I picked it up, because the first time was obviously when I opened the bag and got the book out to read it. But you can see that. It's no fun getting a damaged book in the mail. Whatever. It's not like this is going to be like some high-end collector's item, probably. Unless this gets turned into like a film noir or something, which actually it would work really well as a movie. It really would. Okay, we've been doing nothing but looking at these covers, and man, that is a great cover right there. That is a freaking-tastic cover. But yeah, let me flip this open. There's some great looking stuff in here. So the first 3 issues have art by this chap right here. And the art is dirty. The art is grimy. The art is powerful. I love some of these panels, man. That panel right there, the red for the yelling, looks great. It's awesome. Things that are dirty. I mean, the whole book just looks dirty. The book looks grimy. The book looks like this bathroom. All right, it's like you go into a dirty truck stop bathroom or something, and it's just like gross because somebody has somehow managed to defecate so hard it's shot up onto the ceiling and is stuck there. That's what all the art in this book feels like. It's what it looks like. It carries that really well. The art serves the tone of the story. Gosh, I was going to show you something, but then I realized it's kind of a spoiler, so I don't think I can show that to you. Let me see if I can find another page that's not too spoilery. The pages are not wanting to flip open. Yeah, here we go. This is look at the art. Like I said, it's dirty, it's grimy. It just feels like that. So in issue 1, we meet Mr. Winter, and it ends with him meeting his son, and his son's in trouble. And the trouble involves this guy. The trouble involves Russian gangs that all want to murder each other all over the place. Now we learn a little bit more. We have Agent Whoever over here getting involved. So now it sounds like there's feds involved, right? And gosh, there's still some absolutely great looking panels, man. These black and white panels with the red splash in the background, they're fantastic. Every time that Francisco, how's that pronounced? Munoz, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I apologize for that. But it looks great everywhere he's at. We get to meet this eccentric doctor character. Oh, look, it's Agent What's Her Name from the agency. Look at that. You can tell it's from the agency because there's computers and stuff. You can feel the delirium. You can see the delirium. It's right there. It's on those pages. It's very expressive art. I didn't really like the way this stuff looked in the first issue. And now I do. And I think part of that is, having read the whole story, I can see how the main character, he's not the exact character I thought he was in the first issue. He still, does stuff, and he's Yeah, I'm getting into things that probably are too spoilery. The art looks good. Now the fourth issue has a different artist, and I don't like the art nearly as much. It's super duper muddy. Let me find a good example that doesn't spoil too much. Like here, actually, it looks better on the camera than it does in my eyes. But it's super dark, super muddy, different line art, but same colorist. Having said that, remember how we had those black and white on red panels before? They are even better here with this artist. I love these even more than I loved them with the previous two issues. Something about the line art here, the use of the zipatone, the dots right there, which are not coming through on the camera very well at all. That's not just gray; it's dotted. Anyway, it looks just amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's got super duper punch here. I don't think this is too spoilery, but like that is punchy as all get out. It looks gorgeous. So it's a mob war instigated by someone being taken advantage of by someone that looks like a Fed. Uh, Wrapping up this former cop who works for mobsters and the cop's son in the middle of this crazy conspiracy. The ending is very appropriate for the story, and overall, as a narrative arc, I really enjoyed all four issues together. That first issue on its own was kind of a bummer. Although I got to give it to the creator. Let's flip this open so you can see his name. Michael Gordon. I think he's the one that ran the Kickstarter, because I got the Kickstarter version of this thing for $7 or something. Like it cost as much to ship it as what I paid. Man, international shipping is a pain because he had to ship it from Britain to the U.S. Um, this was a fun, very dark crime story. The art, when it's being done well, which in the first issues really conveys that dirtiness, or in the fourth issue with those crazy looking black and white on red panels, when the art is being done well like that, it conveys the mood, it conveys the tone, it conveys the grime, the filth, the desperation, um, the ickiness of the whole situation. I wish it had been the same artist all the way through, or even better, if we could have had this artist here do all the books, except for the panels that were the black and white on red panels, and have the artist from the last issue do that. Hey, speaking of which, I'm going to flip open this and see if... Yeah, he still gets his created by credit. He just didn't get the art stuff in this issue. Weird. Weird. Check this out. I bought it on Lark because Scout Comics was doing like a 50% off sale from their web store if you sign up for their newsletter. And I'm like, you know what? For 50% off, I'll try this out. And I was pleasantly surprised by it. It's a very tense, very taut crime story where there's betrayals and relationships, and you get to see glimpses of the past to see why people are acting the way they are now. It's very, very noir. And I do like a good film noir. It's a little darker than some film noirs. Like you think, oh, film noir, you mean like Double Indemnity? No, I mean let's go darker. Let's go darker than Double Indemnity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I have rambled about this mini-series for a while now. You all have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't know why I did that. It just seemed like something to do.